Hello.
Hi, my friends. It's good to see you again. Just yesterday, we reacted to Floor, and we're going to do it again today. But first, I want to tell you that we are Susu, Boo Boo and Buster, and
The Wolfman.
the Wolfman. Woohoo! So, we listened to Floor and Tim Ackerman on Beste Zangers sing Shallow, and we really loved it.
It
We
was
hadn't
great.
ever heard Tim Ackerman before, and we've gotten some comments of how to check him out further. But overwhelmingly, comments, 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 comments. You should have reacted to the solo performance. So here we are, and
Yep.
we're going to do it.
Yes.
We're going to do it.
Let me say that you were
I'm
kind.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna react because you
She's
said
going.
so.
She's going for shots tomorrow to
I
take care of
am
that. Yeah.
for my friggin' headaches. Been
But,
driving me crazy.
whatever else is going on, we tell them to.
I'm just being myself,
Yeah,
honey.
just lay off the acid. That's all. Yeah.
I
That's
can't
it.
imagine doing this channel on acid.
Or bath or crank or any of that stuff. It'd be funny. Yeah. If you ever hear something really weird on this channel, it's probably.
Okay.
So,
Well, let's listen.
oh, I did want to say that, you were, for the most part, everybody was very gracious in their comments, but Sue is correct that this was hands down. You should have done this, you should have done that, do this, do that. So we're going to do this. This is totally for the pack, right?
It's for you. It's for you
I did it for
guys,
you.
our fam.
All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. In all the bad times I fear myself.
Okay, I'm just going to pause this for 1 second and go right back to it. It's such a different vibe. It's so beautiful, though. And sorry, I'll back it up just a little bit longer, but it's such a cool vibe, and I just had to say something. And she rocks the kind of a conservative look,
She's beautiful.
Yeah. All right, sorry.
Tell me something, girl. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. In all the bad times I fear myself. I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, we're far from the shallow now. watch as I dive in, underneath the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, we're far from the shallow now.
Okay, wow. That was amazing. How you doing, honey? That touched a part of me that, part of my emotions that were very hard to explain, because the song is a love song, and it's basically the imagery is they're swimming out to sea, right? And now because of their love is so intense. This is my interpretation. If you have a different interpretation, please comment below. That's fine. Is that they're going deep out, right? And they're getting sucked out into the deep, and it scares them, right? But at the same time, it's just such an intense feeling. But this version of it for me is my favorite version, and not only because it's Floor, it's because of the instrumentation. Floor, it's the whole package, right? And Floor just brings it so seamlessly and beautifully. And on kind of a technical note, sitting down and singing a song like that, it's freaking amazing. It's hard to do. You'll see most people are standing up and they're holding their diaphragm in.
When she sang Shallow with Tim Ackerman during the more difficult times, she got up off the stool,
Right.
and I knew why, but this time sitting entire time.
Yeah, and it could be that we didn't require as much because maybe it's a different key, or I know it's a slower tempo. But my gosh.
Okay, so Beste Zangers is talented musicians who get together to celebrate
Yes.
each other's music and sometimes collaborate on the show. And from everybody's telling me, Floor was not known very well in the Netherlands at all, her home country, because they said mostly because it's not a metal country.
Yeah.
But then she came and did this and has done solo work, and of course now she's blown up. So
Yeah,
that's interesting to me because,
Sure.
and to everybody really, why isn't she known in her home country? And then the other thing I asked Wolfman last night about this was these neighboring countries where she's so big, and it's only, I mean, you're neighboring, and the Netherlands don't know her.
That's
I don't
kind of
get
strange.
that, but I'm in a completely different geographic
Yeah.
type of setup here. So
we know. I mean, for example, if someone comes from Arkansas, which is
Louder.
when someone comes from Arkansas, she said, I'm not speaking too loud. We know who it is pretty quickly, right? Because we're just proud of our native sons and daughters. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm saying that here, if there's a splash in the water, we know it.
Right, like when I was in Washington, D.C., and then Virginia, any groups that came out of there, I was like, oh yeah, they're from my state. And so many were coming out of Georgia back then
yeah.
too. But anyway, that's, just interesting to us
Yeah.
to know how music works around the world.
I'm sorry, so go ahead.
I don't know what else I was going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really bad about interrupting Susu, and it's a habit I'm trying to break. I swear, I think they asked if
We're
it's-
making waves. I just taught VBS this week, so
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
Got
and
those
that's what's going on. with
kids'
her.
songs in my head.
So, Susu was interacting with someone on our channel, and they talked about how if you came to Amsterdam, you could be in some major places in an hour and a half, right? You know what
Yeah,
they
and an
said?
hour, they said it's an hour and a half a long trip in the United States. And I was like, no, that's like nothing to us. We drive 12 hours to see our children. And they said that an hour and a half seems terribly long to them, but in just a couple hours' time, I could go see 4 countries.
Yeah, and so here,
We can't see 4 states in a couple
no,
hours
no,
unless you
and-
go to the 4 corners.
yeah, you could get there, but there's nothing there to see, really.
No.
We live out where we live out is still kind of I mean, it's kind of the old West in that there's still not a lot of places to go. There's not a lot, there's not a lot of trade. There's not a lot of water. So you don't have the major cities around here. And my closest customer that I go see, I would say would probably be Oklahoma City, and that's 4.5 hours for me. And that's a short trip, right, for my job. So, but getting back to the music, because that's what you guys tuned in for. Excellent. And what it made me want to do is just watch Beste Zangers for not just for Floor, but for everybody, and find out who's the guy, who's the old vampire
Oh,
looking
that's
guy.
Hank Port, and
He's the one that sang with
he's
oh,
does Phantom of the Opera, and
Yeah.
he is renowned everywhere in that area. And I think a relationship developed, a musical relationship between he and Floor. And there's some type of surprise that goes on between the two of them in Beste Zangers. So we'll have to figure out which video that is and react to it, because I think he comes out of nowhere and starts singing the Phantom of the Opera, and she looks behind, or vice versa. I don't know.
I like to
I
see
want to
that,
see it.
but I do want to see who else they might have on there, because
Oh yeah.
I'm so floored. I mean, I'm floored, but I'm floored by the fact there's so much talent, and I love talent. I love things I've never seen. I love people I've never heard, and so I want to watch Beste Zangers and see if somebody else jumps out at me.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. I'm sure lots of good ones are there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are
Well,
we ready to sign
I
off?
think we are, and thank you again for your
And
patience.
here you go. We did the right one.
Yes,
We
yes.
wait.
Here you go. Here you go. Right
We
here.
did the right one for you. We're so sorry we did the wrong one. We're so sorry.
People were pretty adamant that we had done the wrong one, but again, very, very nice and kind. We love our family.
Like, subscribe, notify, share, be blessed, and
Don't hurt anybody, and comment down below.
oh yeah.
Thank you. Bye.